working like the body of Christ, every part doing its share for the good of the children. We've also helped the church to implement restorative justice, because even the mission of Christ was to restore broken relationships, isn't it? To restore broken relationships. What is restorative justice, first of all? It is justice that focuses on establishing reconciliation between offenders and those affected by the offense in order to restore social harmony, as well as problem solving and crime prevention by rehabilitating the victim and the offender. Contrary to retributive justice, where the focus is what? The crime and the punishment, and making the person who offended feel what? Guilty. So we've built the capacity of the church again to facilitate rehabilitation of the offended and the offender. Where possible, to do what? To reconcile the two, if the offended is willing and if the offender is also willing. We build the church, the capacity of the church also to do what? We say the church is the community. We build the capacity of the church to be more positive in accepting back the offenders and giving them a second chance. Okay? We've done that.
Our core values are four. We have stewardship, and stewardship says when we send the money for a child, we send $21, there is nothing to hide. And we will follow up the $21 to make sure school fees was paid, the child was taken to school, the child was able to access health screening. Yeah, so basically, and I'm not happy about their model of the spiritual, because for sure, if you do not allow the child to grow, the child to experience all the childhood experiences, the holistic manner, where we are talking of cognitive, the spiritual, the physical, the social emotional, really we may never help them. So maybe the government people that are here can help us with the CCIs. But for us, we will ask those churches, can you give us your people? We train them and empower them. How do you do?
I have spoken many times about refugee children's situation in Norway, but I have never spoken about it outside of Norway. So back to 2011. It was just based on emotion when I decided that Nathan was not going out of the country. But I was so sure that people would react the same as me, because I thought when a child is born in Norway, Nathan was born in Norway, and you are 6 years, then you have to have some rights of your own. I wanted to understand how we could treat children like this, and I read all the law. I read about the children's rights, I read about the conversion of the child, I read all the Norwegian law, and I saw that these children has independent rights. I read about the Article 3, which Eduardo told us much about yesterday, of the best interest of the child, and that the best interest of the child should be a primary consideration.
Until 2003, we spoke about 2.4 million children who are employed, exploited child labor. And there was a lot of being done by ILO and many other partners. But despite all the money we put, that number will barely drop, if ever. But when the government began implementing the FP, the free primary education policy, term 1 is not actually a written policy anymore. Maybe we need to make sure it's put somewhere that no one will grab it off.
And why did we started working on psychosocial support issues? The idea started in the year 2000 when there used to be meetings, and I'm sure they are still there, for KABA. They called them KABA, Children Affected by AIDS in Africa. And in one of the meetings in the year 2000, it's when they realized that why every time when there is an increase in material support, but the outcome from the children, it's even getting worse than the way it was before.
Understanding, I think, is very important. Creating an environment where a child refugees are served, where you think about issues of the child from psychological, sociological, and spiritual, physical. So the whole aspect of care that should be given to the child.
The biggest barrier that causes invisibility in the criminal justice system is our attitudes. This boy, because of a lot of attitudinal barriers, he ended up in the criminal justice system. And then because of a lot of societal barriers, what the society thinks about him, because that's how he ended up in jail to start with. The community saw him break some bottles. They got mad. Instead of understanding his disability, they forwarded him to the police. The police created an attitude about him that he's a drunk adult, which was perpetuated again through the criminal justice system. And he ended up in a forensic unit of a mental health jail.